Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Rookie RB Caleb Johnson stood out in minicamp, says beat writer. Entering day 2 of the draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers had a good idea they were going to select a running back. Expecting to see Iowa RB Caleb Johnson still on the board, however, was a surprise. Considered a top 50 selection, Johnson slipped down draft boards and into the Steelers' lap at number 83, a perfect meeting of value and need. Per the PPG's Ray Fittipaldo, Johnson already looks promising. At rookie minicamp last Friday, he was the first guy that stood out to me, Fittipaldo said on 93.7 The Fan Wednesday morning. I saw him going through drills, he was all rocked up. I'm like, okay, give me the roster. He's number 20. And it was Caleb Johnson. He looks every bit the part of an NFL football player. Johnson carries his weight well. At the NFL Combine, he weighed in at 224 pounds and for his Hawkeyes Pro Day, bulked up to 234 pounds. It's common for players to slim down for Indy to run fast. Johnson turned in a 4.57 40 time and returned to normal playing weight for Iowa Pro Day. No matter if he's in the 220s or 230s, Johnson looks to be in great shape and the appearance of someone ready for the NFL. Pittsburgh will find an immediate role for him. Johnson will likely assume an early down role that focuses on his strengths in a running game similar to what he ran at Iowa. It will also minimize his issues in pass protection, one area he admits he's still working on. There's a reason they went out and got Caleb Johnson in the 3rd round, Fittipaldo said. They had him higher than a 3rd-round pick. They were surprised when he was still there. So they're excited about him. In fairness, rookie minicamp is a small window of time and evaluations don't mean much. But NFL scouts can tell pretty quickly if a player has the right skill set or not. Former Senior Bowl director Jim Nagy once told the story of immediately knowing a drafted wide receiver didn't have the right stuff. Context clues suggest that was Wr Amara Darboh, who caught 8 career passes. Out of the gate, Johnson has passed the eye test. He'll look to keep impressing once the veterans arrive for practice less than 2 weeks from today. Steelers leaked matchup screams NFL wants chaos right away. Think of the most drama-filled matchup possible for Week 1. That's what the NFL just gave the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just hours ahead of the official 2025 NFL schedule release on NFL Network, we learned that Mike Tomlin and company will be on the road against the New York Jets for their season opener. Coincidence? I think not. It just so happens that the Jets are the team that signed Justin Fields during the 2025 offseason. You remember Fields, the guy Mike Tomlin made an executive decision to bench after Week 6 despite recording 10 total touchdowns and 1 interception while leading his team to a 4-2 record. That's the guy. Now, a fired-up Justin Fields will be hungry for revenge against the head coach who benched him for a 36-year-old Russell Wilson and never looked back, even as Wilson crumbled down the stretch. But that's hardly the only storyline at play here in this Week 1 AFC matchup. Have we forgotten that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been the odds-on favorites to sign Aaron Rodgers for months? While rookie minicamps are already in the rearview mirror and Rodgers is nowhere to be found, that could change soon. In fact, the NFL might be expecting it to. Not only would the National Football League get a heated Justin Fields revenge game against the Steelers, but they could also squeeze the most drama possible out of this matchup if Rodgers is also playing in a revenge game against the Jets. The NFL was begging for drama with Steelers vs. Jets Week 1 matchup. Both Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields believe that their respective organizations did them wrong during the 2024 season, and both of their tenures ended on a sour note. Now, if Rodgers signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers, as many still expect, this could be one of the most drama-filled opening matchups we've seen in the NFL. While neither the Steelers nor Jets are expected to be legitimate contenders in the AFC in 2025, this is one matchup all football fans will be tuning in to see. How will Justin Fields look in his first game with the Jets? How will Aaron Rodgers look in his first game with the Steelers? Which quarterback has the bigger chip on his shoulder? These questions could all be answered in Week 1. Watching Rodgers and Fields on the opposite sidelines for the Pittsburgh Steelers season opener against the New York Jets is bound to bring chaos, and the NFL is all about that. Now, all we need to complete the perfect soap opera is for Aaron Rodgers to sign his contract with the Steelers. Potential Steelers free agent WR target visits NFC foes, report. Fox Sports' Jordan Schultz reported wide receiver Gabe Davis, who the Pittsburgh Steelers have been encouraged to target, scheduled visits with other NFL teams this week. If the Pittsburgh Steelers are interested in pursuing free agent wide receiver Gabe Davis, they will have competition. Fox Sports' Jordan Schultz reported Davis visited the San Francisco 49ers on Monday and will also visit New York Giants this week. Davis scheduled those visits less than a week after Steelers Now's Alan Saunders argued Pittsburgh should pursue the veteran wideout after trading George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys. Davis could be just what Omar Khan will be looking for in terms of a replacement outside receiver, wrote Saunders. The veteran receiver played the 2024 season with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But just 14 months after signing a 3-year, $39 million contract in free agency, the Jaguars released Davis. Davis posted career lows of 20 catches, 239 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns during 2024. YWR Gabe Davis potentially fits with Steelers in the Pickens trade with the Cowboys. The Steelers gain 2026 and 2027 draft capital. While that will be useful in a couple years, it doesn't help Pittsburgh's current receiving core. The Steelers added DK Metcalf this offseason. But without Pickens, the team is back to only one solid outside receiver. Although Calvin Austin III emerged during the 2024 season, he's best suited for a role in the slot. The Steelers hope second-year receiver Roman Wilson bounces back from an injury-plagued rookie campaign, but Wilson might also fit best in the slot. During Davis's last season with the Buffalo Bills in 2023, he was the team's number 2 receiver behind Stephon Diggs. During 2023, Davis played 82.4% of his offensive snaps on the outside. The 26-year-old experienced 2 very strong campaigns as Buffalo's number 2 wideout in 2022 and 2023. During both seasons, Davis eclipsed the 700-yard mark with at least 45 catches and 7 touchdowns. In 2022, Davis had the longest touchdown catch of the NFL season, a 98-yard grab that came against the Steelers' secondary. Jaguars released Gabe Davis with failed physical designation because of the contract he signed just a year ago. It was surprising Jacksonville moved on from Davis. With his release, which the team designated a post-June 1 cut, the Jaguars accepted a $5.7 million dead cap hit for this season. The Jaguars also only saved roughly $794,000 against the cap. But Jacksonville released the veteran receiver with a failed physical designation. That potentially explains why the Jaguars were willing to move on. Davis suffered a torn left meniscus on November 17. Pro Football Talk's Cherian Williams wrote on May 8 the receiver was going to need 6 months to recover. Davis was 11 days away from the 6-month mark of his injury when the Jaguars released him. And you fan? What do you think about Gabe Davis' situation? Write to us in the comments.